Muy buenos dias. Good morning, everyone. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Avidan Rodriguez, and I have the pleasure of serving as the president of the University at Albany. I am also a big fan of UAlbany eSports and a fan of the Wounded Warriors Project, and it is great to welcome you all to this event today. As an Air Force veteran myself, I appreciate any occasion to thank our veterans for their service and also to create opportunities for you to participate in our campus community. And let me give a big shout out to our esports team for their amazing success since we first embarked on this adventure in 2019. We are thrilled to be virtually hosting this event as well in partnership with the Wounded Warriors Project. I know today is all about the spirit of collaboration and social gaming, and our Wounded Warrior participants are honorary Great Danes today. So I wish you all a great day of play and friendly competition. Good luck, have fun, and go Great Danes.
The arena is definitely a different environment than like playing at home. You're with your teammates. We walk in there, it's a different atmosphere. You're ready to game, you're ready to win.
Thank you all for joining us for UAlbany's official unveiling of our new esports arena.
UAlbany has joined 57 colleges and universities from 18 states who are competing in the Eastern College Athletic Conference this fall.
I'm Juliet Hahn. I play League of Legends and I play Overwatch. It's a good opportunity for people to just do something that they love and represent the school.
This is a really special program. Students in our program have a tremendous opportunity to engage with other students, to explore their interests in esports, digital gaming, simulation, STEM and STEAM technology. We have over 75 students competing every week.
We've been playing teams from all around the country. My name is Jose Novo Lucas. I'm a senior, cybersecurity major. I'm on the FIFA team. It's a very tense but also very competitive atmosphere.
You need to dedicate time and effort into this, and it's not easy. It's really not.
We want to play at a high level and we want to succeed. But we also have to make sure that our players are working together, that we're developing our players, we're viewing our videos, our game footage after the games. It's truly a team effort. And we have a great team, we have a great group of students here at UAlbany, and we're really excited to grow.
For me, it started with a backpack and a promise. The promise was that Wounded Warrior Project would always be there for me. And as I've continued on my journey, Wounded Warrior Project has kept that promise every single day.
Hopping on that bike and seeing that smile on my brother that I haven't seen in so long and be able to do something with my brother, it was life-changing for me.
They've given me education, they've given me a smile, they've given me this huge extended family.
It's a great privilege to lead an organization that is firmly committed to changing the lives of wounded warriors and their families. What a mighty goal we have set for ourselves, but I can think of nothing more precious than what we have set out to do together.
Those 5 days that I got to spend with my brothers were the first 5 days that I saw hope in years.
Warriors to Work helped me find a job where I was happy going to work.
My wife and I, as caregivers, ask you, beg you, to get the caregiver bill passed.
That was the moment it was finally official, and it meant so much for me to be there with Wounded Warrior Project.
It doesn't even matter to some of these guys if they catch fish or not. They're just happy to be in a boat and happy to be out with someone else.
Wounded Warrior Project has given my children the dad that they deserve and need. And it's given my wife, Ashley, the husband that she thought she was marrying 14 years ago.
Jason's part of the Wounded Warrior Project Independence Program. We have confidence that Wounded Warrior Project has Jason's best interest in mind.
Are you proud of that one? You earned it. You sure did.
You sure did.
Now I have like 50,000 brothers and sisters I can call anywhere, anytime. It's like made the difference.
It was just so good for him, and he really did. He really did come back to life at that time period.
There are guys that have lost so much, and they shouldn't have to lose their ability to have a family.
Man, it's just so exciting and so powerful to think about the impact that one organization can make on the whole world.
Since 2003, Wounded Warrior Project has improved the lives of millions of warriors and their family members, and there's still work to be done.
Hello, welcome to today's broadcast with UAlbany eSports and the Wounded Warrior Project. On behalf of the University of Albany and all of the participants, we would like to thank you for joining us today. I'm Matthew Tyler with Lucas Molina, and we'll be calling today's League of Legends matchup. It's purple versus gold. Lucas, what exactly will we be seeing today?
Well, Matt, we're playing League of Legends, a multiplayer online battle arena game where the objective is very simple. Destroy the enemy nexus by hitting it. And that sounds easy until you realize that there are, well, towers, inhibitors, monsters, and of course, enemy players blocking your way to the nexus. It's basically everyone's goal to try and level up with experience points, buy items with gold, and just generally get stronger so that they can destroy the enemy's base. One thing to note, the games we have in store for you today are actually a different sort of game mode from the normal League of Legends. It's a game mode called ARAM. And so about ARAM, to put it simply, the game mode is all random, all mid. Normally, players would not be able to pick their champions. However, for this social event, we've decided to forego that rule, so every player will be able to play what they want. There's only one lane, only one way for both teams to go. They have to cross the bridge and destroy the enemy nexus. There is, of course, opposition, not just from enemy players, but from 4 towers and an inhibitor. And there are a lot of sort of little intricacies and words from the game and little sort of things that we'll be explaining while they go on. So for now, Matt, what do you think both teams really want to do to make their chances of winning the highest?
Thanks, Lucas. Well, we are able to look at all of the team compositions and the champions that they've picked. So for the left side of our screen, it looks like we got some good damage in the champion Misfortune, which is the fourth one down from on the left. Their goal is going to be to stay in the back line and to just deal damage onto the other champions and structures. And they have a good front line in their first champion, Rel, who's able to tank a lot of that damage and support the team to keep the other team off of them. Going to that other side, it looks like we have another misfortune, so we're going to see a mirror match in this game between those two champions. Once again, their objective is just to deal damage to the other team. And a few other champions of note on their team is they have a Thresh, the top right, and a Blitzcrank on the bottom right. Those two champions have some unique abilities in where they can launch their own hooks to pull other champions towards them, making them out of position and allowing their team to capitalize on dealing a lot of damage, if not outright taking them out of the battle. So Lucas, out of these champion picks, who are you looking out for the most?
I mean, personally, and this might be just me, but I find Thresh and Blitzcrank actually very, very exciting. And that's mostly due to their hook mentality, where you really just want to kind of stay in the front and then throw your hook and see if you can catch another player out. And of course, there is a lot of, I guess, there's a lot of playmaking potential. That's the word I'm looking for. Playmaking potential, especially off Thresh. Thresh's hook works a little differently from Blitzcrank. Blitzcrank, when he goes in with his hook, he brings the enemy player towards himself and towards his own team, and that most likely leads to the enemy player, the death of the enemy player. However, for Thresh, it's a little bit different. He actually pulls himself towards them. So I think a nice balance between both of these hook champions is what that team is going to really want in order to, well, basically win the game.
Exactly, I couldn't agree with you more. And it's going to be interesting to see how the team on our top, which is going to be pictured in blue for this game, is going to be able to counter that with Ivern. He has the ability to plant bushes along the lane in any position, so it's going to be hard for those two champions, Thresh and Blitzcrank, to pick out the enemy champions if they're all going to be hiding in bushes throughout the game. So as of now, we've loaded in, and Lucas, I'm going to hand it off to you for the play-by-play once our champions come to Clyde in the middle.
Of course, and also something I'm noticing from the, I think this is the blue side, yeah, the blue side, they have at least, well, two champions that really just want to go in. They want to brute force their way in into the other team. That's one of the champions is going to be Rel, who is basically the girl on the big horse, played by Kafu, Andy. And then the other champion is going to be Master Yi, the yellow guy with the sword. Master Yi can actually basically go invisible and go into the enemy team and do a lot of damage. And it'll be interesting to see, especially late game, how much damage that Master Yi, and I guess both of these misfortunes, will do eventually. For now, there's just going to be a little standoff in the beginning, mostly because they want these minions to come forward. And now these minions, very, very, very important. Taking them out, taking these little minions out, these little guys with health bars, basically gives your team bonus gold and gives them bonus experience points. That means that your team can level up. Oh my god, that's a hook immediately. Rel's going to go in to try and stop that, though. And Kafu, look at how tanky he is. He's just taking all that damage straight up. Master Yi's going to go in, but he's under the tower. He's taking some tower shots, and that's first blood going over to the red team. Unfortunately, Master Yi's going to go down there. Oh wait, I was just about to say something, but no, Misfortune also goes in and goes down. That's 2 immediate kills going over to the red team. Oh my god, just non-stop action. Snowballs hit and they go in. I'll try to explain this later, but again, Kafu on the Rel is just too tanky, although that tankiness can't do much. He's going down a little bit more. He'll go back in. Karth is doing so much damage. He's rooted down, he can't move. But the rest of the blue team is now back up and now providing support, but Thresh hits a hook. Andy will go down, and Rel is just in the middle of the enemy team. He'll actually get 1 kill before he goes back down. A trade. Thresh hitting another hook. Oh, and Blitzcrank hitting another hook. Master Yi will go down under the enemy tower. So much action, and it's been like 2 minutes at this point.
Exactly.
And blue team not coming off.
What we really talked about early with all of the champions with hooks really showed how dangerous they were right within the first 3 minutes of the game.
Yeah, definitely. at least twice the Blitzcrank, the big yellow robot, just hooks someone under their enemy tower. And that enemy tower, when it sees an enemy champion, it'll just start hitting them, and it does a ton of damage. Master Yi will go down once again. It's a 7-1 difference here. And while Red do look good for now, anything can change. This is a very fast-paced game mode, as we saw from the first 3 minutes. Look at all that damage that just Misfortune does. Another hook hit, but it's on Rel once again. Oh my god, he flashes in there. He's going aggressive. He wants Blitzcrank, and he will get him. That'll actually go to the Ivern. Here comes the Yumi ultimate, and is Rel gonna go down? No! Wait. Yes, never mind. The play there going straight in, and actually here comes Daisy, that big cupcake thing. Summoned in. Is he... One more hit! All the way at the enemy's second tower, red team's second tower. Daisy will be able to take the Senna down. A little lull in the action now. This guy's going to miss a hook, but it won't matter. Master Yi will go down. Yumi's going to be able to get out. So definitely, I think, yeah, well, I don't think, I know that the red team is going to come off much better here, and now their minions are going to be able to basically take the tower shots for them, so long as they don't hit an enemy champion. So now they'll be able to, at least a little bit, do damage to the enemy tower. As you can see, it's going down there. I think the most important thing that that the blue team is going to want to do is they want to get their Master Yi and their Mrs. Fortune up and doing damage. That is a huge ultimate. That pulled 5 people in towards the Rel. And they're going to be able to take... Actually, Ivern will go down in the back, but a bunch of them are low. The health bar is not looking so good for the red side, although blue side do have a person down. That hook will go past everyone. And it looks like red team are going to come off better. Yes, this will be a full team wipe. No? Maybe... She'll be able to get out? Maybe? No, she won't. That was at one point a full team wipe for the red side.
And just something to note here, Lucas. In the bottom of our screen, you can see the items that the champions have purchased with their money. Something unique to this map is that you can only buy items when you die and head back to base when your screen is gray. So even though blue team is dying a lot, it's going to mean that they have the item advantage over the red side until their champions are picked off and die. So it's the way this map balances out and seesaws a little bit more.
Definitely, and I'd also like to keep in mind that healing is actually very, very reduced, although I won't be able to explain why, because Ivern is going to get hooked by Blitzcrank and go down immediately, although they will be able to take Karthus out. But Master Yi will go down in the back, and this is another team wipe. Well, not exactly team wipe. Yumi will live all the way at their tower here, but 4 players down for him.
That was a very good ult by Senna to pick off the Master Yi as he came out of his Alpha Strike.
Definitely. That Senna ultimate, completely global. It will go wherever you point it. It's just a little line. It'll go wherever you point it and do a ton of damage, so managing to go back. And actually, the first turret will go to the red team. That's very important. They can push in farther now. The blue team coming back with a vengeance. They want in. They want to get this Thresh. Thresh will go down. And Cafu so far in on that Rel, tanking all this damage. He's still alive. And will he be able to get one more with the Ivern's help? He will. And he'll eventually go down, but that went incredibly well for the blue team there. The Yumi ultimate sort of missed there. I think eventually the damage advantage, should this game continue for long enough, will go to the blue side, but for now, will someone go down here? No, I think she'll be able to get away. Yes, will Master Yi be able to get away? Almost, but the hook comes in and he's down. And Mrs. Fortune will go down too, unfortunately. Ivern, whoa! Ivern making a play there, juking out the enemy team. While Rel comes back and is able to take all this damage up, but Thresh all the way in the back line trying to take out Ivern. He won't be able to, but the hook on Ivern from Blitzcrank will take him out. It's just Yuumi and, well, just Yuumi now. And they won't be able to live for long.
Once again, the hooks from Blitzcrank and Thresh. Just when blue team wants to get away, red team's not allowing them any room to breathe, and they're pulling them right back in.
Yeah. As soon as the hook hit, there's that Misfortune ultimate. You can see that did a ton of damage, number one. Never mind, she just gets hooked. Will she go down? Will she be able to take one out? Ivern with the backup and with his summon Daisy able to pick one up. And the Rel ultimate pulling all of them in. There goes Senna. That's a lot of damage out. Now it's just both hook champions, but they don't do enough damage for this. Daisy will be able to take out Blitzcrank, and it's just Thresh who's gonna stall for as long as he can. And as long as he can seems to be a lot. He's going back there. I think this is, yeah, he won't be able to live for long. Misfortune will take him out.
A very important mechanic that we're seeing here is the use of the snowball, and that's a summoner spell of the champions where they are able to throw a literal snowball at a champion, and if it does hit a champion or a minion, they're able to use their skill again, and they will teleport and dash right to the side of the champion. So it's very important for those engaged and to stay on top of somebody.
Definitely. It's very handy for going in, and unfortunately Mrs. Fortune for the blue team will go down. But it's still okay. They're still pushing those minions towards the tower. We are going to have to move back here now that red team is the advantage one. Master Yi wants to go in, but he doesn't have enough damage, and the other team does. Red team will be able to take him out. It's just a 3v5. They're getting pushed back to their tower. That's a snowball hit, as Matt was pointing out. What a hook! And that Senna ultimate, once again, will be able to take down the Ivern. And Rel not just tanky enough. A problem with Rel is that, yes, she is tanky, but she does not do any damage. She'll be able to take it, but she won't be able to dish it out. Gonna have to rely on Misfortune and Master Yi for that. Speaking of Master Yi, he's back, and he wants Senna, won't be able to get her. Yuumi, the support, does a little bit of healing. Won't be able to heal herself out of that situation, though. Senna will be able to take her out. And this actually, they not only did the red team get that second turret, but they did get the enemy inhibitor. Now, super minions will spawn, and they're basically even stronger than the regular little guys, the regular minions. So red team now are fully in the advantage. But with this action, it looks like, oh, I was about to say Thresh will go down, but no, Rel will go down instead. Will we be able to take Thresh out? He's so low, but he's healing. That Senna healing does so much, and he's still alive. That's a quadra kill for the Senna, who does actually a little bit of healing with one of her abilities, which I think basically kept Thresh alive throughout that whole fight. He was so low, and Misfortune, it's a pentakill for Senna, but not before Misfortune is able to take out Thresh, and now Rel is here. Karthus was already low, he will go down. That's a hook, but he won't be able to get him away from Misfortune. Misfortune for the red side will go down. And now Ivern wants to do all the damage he can. Oh!
That
wow.
Just too big.
That Senna is very big. Master Yi wants this. And Yuumi won't be able to help him out. Could this be another pentakill? 2 pentakills in a row? Maybe? Okay, 2 pentakills in a row for Senna. They want to push as much as they can. That big minion right next to their tower, right next to the blue tower, is a super minion, and those big ones walking in. You can only get those, like I said before, by destroying the inhibitor. It makes that inhibitor a very important target that they want. Rel going in, they know that Senna is very important, but Blitzcrank on the backside will be able to take out that tower. Rel, meanwhile, on the front side, 2 kills? No, just 1. Senna did go down in the back there, as did Blitzcrank. That's a lot of damage. This is a lot of crowd control. Karth is so low. Yuumi will be able to take him out, and it's just Thresh. Misfortune coming on in the back. This is the damage. That's 2 kills. A little bit from Karthus' passive as well. Karthus, when he dies, actually stays alive a little bit. He won't be able to move, but he will be able to do damage with some of his abilities for a certain amount of time. Wow, that's a lot of damage from Misfortune. That's 1 down. That's 2 down.
I don't know if you caught it, but when Rel was able to take out Senna, the bounty was 1,080 gold, which is crazy.
1,080 gold. That is a lot of gold for taking out one person, one player, one champion. And here the minions are actually going to start hitting the Nexus. That's a little bit of damage, but they won't be able to do too much. Now Senna's back, and this Senna does a lot of damage. Look at that. Rel is the tankiest player on the blue team, but the red Senna is going to be doing so much damage. And Misfortune will get out with a sliver of life. Now it's all up to the blue team just be able to defend, but that Senna's just so big. That Senna's going to win the game for the red team. They're going to want to end. Yeah, this is the enemy Nexus. Like I said before, they're just going to hit it. They're just going to end the game. This is a definite win for the red team.
Well, game 1's down. We have 2 games in store for you today for League of Legends, so you can stick around for the next game. I felt bad for Ivern there. He kind of got bullied in the spawn there.
Yeah, unfortunately, he did go down, like basically as the game ended. That's not good for his scoreline.
So you can take a little look at the details here, just to see how much damage that Senna really did. 39,000 damage there for your endgame stats on the Senna. They were huge.
Yeah, that's Senna doing so much work.
As we're getting into the second game here, don't think they're going to be switching up the teams as far as anything goes there. It is some UAlbany students playing with some of the Warriors with us today, or mixed teams. So we're just getting the next game set up for you all right now. So, where do we think the turning point of the last game was for Red Team? When were they able to run away with it, do you think, Lucas?
That's a good question. I think at some point, I guess towards the middle of the game, as right after they destroyed that inhibitor, they kind of they destroyed the inhibitor, number 1, which is huge, basically, for any team. Number 2, at that point, I started noticing Senna was not doing that much damage, but she was getting a lot of the takedowns and the shutdowns and all of that gold from getting those player kills. And that is definitely huge.
Yeah, Senna's range on the champion grows as the game goes on, and she collects souls. That's part of her passive ability in her champion. She's just able to stay behind the Thresh and the Blitzcrank, and they are literally able to pull the kills towards her. And it's a pretty nasty combination, right?
Yeah, definitely.
But Rel really is trying hard for the red team last game. Unfortunately, she didn't have the damage to back her up when she went in, but she was able to stay on top of the enemy team for a long time, locking down those champions and trying her best to give her team the great opportunity, but Blitzcrank and Thresh were just able to put too much CC onto the enemy team, and CC stands for crowd control. Basically not being able to let them move, slowing them down, outright displacing them by pulling them, And then you have some silences where they're not able to use any of their abilities. So they just weren't able to get red team. Blue team were not able to just build the momentum that was so important in that last game.
CC can do a lot for a team. CC can make or break fights, basically. But if you don't have the damage behind that, there's nothing that you can do.
Especially in ARAM when positioning is so important. When you have two champions like Blitzcrank and Thresh that are able to displace you from where you ideally want to be, that's a very strong combination, especially when you have the damage in Misfortune and in Senna, who got 2 pentakills that game, which is extremely rare, by the way. Should point that out.
Yes.
It's tough.
Yeah. I mean, getting 5 kills on one champion is hard enough in normal League of Legends. Not to mention this game mode where everyone's so close to each other. But to get that twice in a row, that's pretty crazy, honestly. I can't remember the last time I got a pentakill playing this game.
Maybe back when we were playing against bots?
Yeah, true.
Here's our teams for the second game. No switch ups, but definitely changed a couple of the champions in the game. For our left side here, we have Varus, Ezreal, Master Yi, Misfortune, and Morgana. Curiously, there are no tanks on that side. They're all going to be a bit squishy, but they look pretty scary with the amount of damage they can deal, especially in the amount of poke that they have with Varus and Ezreal. A lot of long-range skills that are able to put the damage onto the enemy team without them having to be able to do anything, really. Speaking about the red side, we're going to have Malphite, Karthus yet again, Ryze, Aurelia, and Zilean. Malphite's going to be the main tank on the red side, maybe. And then Aurelia is also going to be up there as a kind of tanky bruiser. And Zilean is an interesting champion on their side as well. He has once he hits level 6 and unlocks his ultimate ability, he'll actually be able to prevent somebody from dying, and once their health goes to 0, if he uses that ability on the spot, they'll come back 2 seconds later and get right back into the fight. So who's your favorite champion or the one to look out for in this game, Lucas?
Well, I do have to mention that Zilean in the right hands is a very, very good champion. But, and I might be a little biased here, I love Malphite. Malphite is actually my favorite character in this game. So I'm very, very, very excited to see him in this lobby. I'm hoping that this goes very well for whoever's playing him. I think he's just a very fun champion. And Malphite's ultimate ability, especially, is one of the most, I think, powerful abilities in the game. It's basically he dashes to a location and knocks up everyone in a small area. But if he gets three or more people, it's an insanely good ability. And so we're going to have to be watching out for that a lot. But on the other side, I do think that Ezreal, that Varus, that Misfortune, that Master Yi, allowing them to get some kills, get some gold, get some items, and allowing them to sort of, I guess the word would be snowball into the lead, that's very, very dangerous. They could basically, no matter how tanky anyone is on the enemy side, they could just poke them down, basically, with just their auto attacks. Not even using abilities. I think both teams have a very good chance of winning here. It'll just be, I guess we just got to get into game and see.
Exactly, yeah. And it's going to be interesting to see if Malphite goes that tank or if he goes a little more of a, I'll say, fun build where he goes all AP, and when he hits his R button, his ult, he's going to be able to blow somebody up, and it might be fun to watch. So we'll have to see what the teams give us, and we'll be able to tell pretty quickly based on their starting items.
Yep.
A lot of poke damage is going to be coming out on the side of blue with Varus, Ezreal. Misfortune, when she gets her double up off, is going to be able to deal a lot of poke. And they'll have to watch out for the Morgana bind. She'll be able to throw, it's very long range, and it will lock somebody down for a pretty long time. So we're loaded in game. I'll let you do your stuff, Lucas.
Yeah, that Morgana bind is going to be very important, because as soon as someone gets hit by that bind, all that damage from the blue team will come out into one single target. So it could be very, very huge. Anyway, we'll be starting it up here. Same exact game mode, same exact rules. We'll see what happens.
I think we got our wish. Malphite looks to be going AP.
Is he?
Lost Chapter with first item.
He's going to be doing a ton of damage with his ult, but the thing with AP is that once he hits his ult, once he hits his abilities, if no one dies, he can't get out. So hopefully there's a little bit of a trade-off. Misfortune walking up, going to do a little bit of damage. We're going to take some damage in return. That Ezreal, that one ability, doing so much damage. And that Varus too, look at that. This is what I mean. That Zillion taking all that damage. Whoa! Master Yi wants to go in, and the Aurelia stun, those two knives that cross each other's paths, will miss. If that had hit, I have no doubt that Master Yi would have been gone from the game. But he won't be. He'll live with a sliver of health. And actually, see, this is exactly what I mean. The red side, look at their health. So low on Karthus, so low on Zillion. Aurelia only just healing up here. This could get even worse. And that Malphite, look. Even at the beginning, he's done a ton of damage, but that's what I mean. The Morgana route. He's going to take all that damage, and he's going to go down. So will Karthus. We're trying to help him. That Morgana route hits once. And they'll go down. Just to all this damage. Oh my god. Another route. And another kill. While the red side will get one in return on Master Yi, this early game is not looking too well for them. I will hold my predictions though. It is still early. And especially at level 6. At level 6 you're able to level up your ultimate. So that's when the real game starts. That's when everything comes online. Misfortune will go down as much as Morgana tries to save her. Unfortunately, won't be able to do too much, as both teams, they don't really have enough damage to fully push in, to fully get a team wipe here. That's a snowball. Karthus is a champion that can go in. Does a lot of damage just by sitting in the middle of a team. They won't do it. I forgot to mention in the first game, those heal packs do a lot. Whoa! Speaking of doing a lot! Wow! That little purple circle was a Morgana, and that arrow was the Varus. That combination doing so much damage. There goes the Morgana route. Rise will not be able to move. The blue man is down. Master Yi wants more. He won't get it. And Aurelia, a champion that can go into the middle of a team fight, do a ton of damage. Very high skill cap character too. Getting a double kill there. That Aurelia getting online is kind of dangerous. Malphite, whoa! Oh! I honestly thought he was gonna live, but no, he's gone. That heal going off just barely too slowly. He will go down. I think Varus actually missed his ultimate, unfortunately. That would have done not only a lot of damage, but a lot of crowd control. Stop them from moving. Here comes Master Yi. He wants to go in. Here comes the Morgana ultimate. All those chains, if they land, they're going to do a ton of damage and stun them, as we saw. But there goes Malphite. That's what we were talking about. Dashes in, knocks them up. That's a double knock-up. Whoa, but Aurelia won't be able to get anything off that. Morgana will be able to get out. Never mind, Malphite walks in, and his little circle, doing enough damage to Morgana. Here comes the Misfortune ultimate. Actually a good ability. It doesn't even have to do damage to enemy champions. It can actually clear the minion wave pretty fast. Varus wants this, but the double clock will land. It'll stun. Oh, and Malphite barely getting his ability. Oh, he gets a double kill. Varus wants it, and he actually flashes in towards Malphite. The Malphite doing so much damage. A triple kill on the Malphite. Reaper just sort of standing there on the Zillion.
Bit naughty Kyle, being a bit BM, is Zillion completely breaking the ankles of Morgana here.
Is he gonna go down? Oh, he didn't use his ultimate. He'll go down. The Varus arrow coming in from miles away. That thing goes far for a normal ability. miles away. He'll go down, and he's actually... Oh, Malphite will go down too. Once again, the Morgana root lands. All that damage goes in. There's the Varus ultimate. He'll root one. Ezreal will be able to get that kill. Varus on the backside, taking down Ryze. Karthus going down the middle there. They do have to avoid all that damage coming from Karthus. Once again, for about 6 seconds, he's able to use all of his abilities, even after death. Here comes a stun. There's the Zilean ultimate we were talking about. Resurrecting. Irelia's going to come back up, but at very low health, and that's exactly that. He'll be able to go down, but look at that tower. Will the blue team be able to take out red tower first? Complete opposite of last game, if so. And yes, that's it. Ezreal on the front side will take out that tower, although go down to Zilean. Zilean, Master of Time, able to actually rewind his abilities, so he'll use them twice. Especially good, because if 2 of his exploding clocks land, they stun. Ryze, a high damage mage, will be able to take the Master Yi out there in the front. Blue team now low health bars. Low teammates. Whoa! That's... Wow! The Varus ultimate and the Morgana root combo taking out Karthus, doing a ton of damage. Look at Zilean, already super low.
I can feel a Malphite ult coming. He's looking for
I can feel it, yeah. Look how far up he is. You can tell he just wants it. He just wants to hit 4 people, and look how grouped up they are. Oh! Oh! I was about to say he was going to live, but no! Reaper's out. Here come the chains from Morgana. This is a huge play. He'll actually ult the Morgana in an attempt to get out. And he will take down the Morgana. Malphite will take him out, but Morgana, those chains, as soon as they land, it spells doom for the red side.
I'm
and
really
you are able...
this aggressive Morgana play from Andy for the blue side. The second huge Morgana ult he's gotten off. The last one forced 2 flashes out.
Yeah, those Morgana ults have been incredibly good. Snowball in. Here comes the Irelia ultimate. He's just going to auto them down, and with the Karthus damage from long range as well, he's out. That's a snowball from Zilean, but he's exhausted. Now he's slowed, and he'll do less damage. His own ultimate will be able to get him out. Whoa! That's 3 flashes in a row right there. Karthus will go down, and Zilean will go down. Zilean a little too greedy, as was Irelia. Both going down, but here comes Malphite. That's a snowball. Surely Ezreal is dead. Yes. And Varus too far up. He's not going to be able to do anything. Yes. He's down, and those shutdowns were huge. 630 gold just from the Varus onto the Malphite. That Malphite's going to be huge. A bit of a stalemate. Morgana, again, can't do much on her own. She needs her teammates in order to be able to fully exploit all of her damage.
She'll be able to punish positioning, as we've seen, but yeah.
Definitely. Speaking of punishing positioning, Karthus caught too far up. He will be able to take out Master Yi, and Misfortune will also go down beforehand.
So much easier to land a bind on Morgana if they're not looking at you, because you can just come out of left field and be able to stun them for, I think, 2 seconds almost.
Yeah. And as you can see, however, those binds, however fast moving, are still dodgeable. That's what red team is going to have to rely on. That double stun will not land for Zilean, but the Varus and Ezreal ultimate. Whoa! Did he miss that? He missed his Malphite ultimate, I think, or wow, that's so much damage from Varus and Ezreal. They're just getting all these kills, and that's exactly what they need. I told you they needed to snowball with damage, with kills, with gold. They needed those items, and that's exactly what they're getting. This Varus and this Ezreal doing all of the work here. Is Karthus going to go down? Yes, that long range. It's so hard to judge that range on that Varus arrow. It can just come out of left field. You never know when it's going to hit, and unfortunately Karthus will go down.
Very variable depending on how much he charges it.
Ooh, Zilean ultimate saving him once again, and actually Ezreal, a bit too greedy, will go down for that, but that's the inhibitor. Blue team actually taking the inhibitor first. Irelia wants to go in. Is Morgana going to be able to live? Yes, with the help of Varus, Morgana will live. And now on that backside, Master Yi wants this kill. Master Yi needs this kill. Master Yi won't get that kill. Malphite is going to go down, as will Morgana. And it looks like this is going to be a full team wipe for the red team. Yes, wow. A quadra kill for the Zillion.
That's insane.
That's not something you see every day, especially because Zillion is an ability-based character. Oh, wow! That global Ezreal ultimate, it's a little like wave of damage that just goes straight through the entire map, and as you saw, able to take it down Malphite on that backside. And this Ezreal does so much damage. Look at him. Those autos even doing so much damage. That's 555 gold on the Ezreal. That's not good for the red team. And Misfortune now, another damage-dealing character, will be able to take down that Karthus. This is a much more intense game than last time. Red are putting up a very, very good fight, but blue team are just kind of running away with it. This Ezreal, that Varus. Oh, I think he saw him because those abilities hit. Yep. They know. They know now they won't be able to stay in there. Whoa! The Malphite ultimate's gonna come in. Is he gonna live? He won't live. Wow, when Malphite died there and he lived on a sliver of health, I really thought for a second that he lived, but no. Aurelia coming back in, sacrificing her own life in order to get that Morgana root. Ooh, close, 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 close.
I think if blue team don't try to end this quick, the Rise is going to really become a problem, as well as the Aurelia. They're going to have a lot harder time winning these fights without a tank.
Whoa, that's a snowball in. He wants this, but he won't be able to get it. He'll actually use his ultimate on himself in order to get out. And Reaper on this Zillion, just wasting as much time as he can for the rest of his team to come back up and push that wave in. Aurelia walking past everybody. He kind of wants this, but he'll go down eventually. And Morgana, oh no. That Aurelia, uh-oh. Without Ezreal and without Varus, that Aurelia does so much damage. But look at Ezreal now. Look at Ezreal. Look at Ezreal. Oh! He snipes him on the back end. That's a triple kill for the Ezreal. What a play. Four? Quadra kill for the Ezreal. What a play. He just does so much damage at this point. He manages to take out two right under his own tower, and then the snipe on Malphite. This could be a pentakill. This could be another pentakill. He's gonna dodge that. Is he gonna be able to get it? It is a pentakill! A pentakill on the blue side now. That's 3 pentakills in 2 games.
Certainly giving us a show tonight.
Yeah. Insane matches, and look at that damage. He's at so low health, but he just does so much damage. Aurelia will be able to heal that up. She does have some healing in her kit. Misfortune kind of wanted her, but won't be able to get her. Rise is rooted. Rise could go down. These are the Morgana binds. That's going to do a lot of damage to Rise. Rise, unfortunately, out of the Morgana pool, not taking any damage from that. It's up to Varus now, and Varus, another damage dealer, can actually do this. It is possible. He's going to have to watch out. Number 1, Zillion's back, and Zillion's going to go hard in here. Zillion wants this. Varus not doing enough damage, and Aurelia's going to take that kill. But look at how low they are. All 3 of the red team's members on that backside are just insanely low. This
exactly
is
the reason
fully
Varus
winnable.
trying to...
Whoa! And the Ezreal global ultimate, once again, able to take down Rise this time. I'm sure he was aiming for more. Here comes Misfortune. Misfortune with the ability to do a little bit here. Will she take the snowball? No. But Master Yi now. Karthus a little bit far up. Karthus wanting to do damage there again with his passive ability. And now Malphite healed up. He doesn't have his ultimate just yet, so he is a little useless for now. Oh! Wow. That's, once again, that's just so much damage. That's just 1 Q on Aurelia. Is Rise going to go down? Rise will barely live, but Aurelia wants to go in here. It's just too much damage once again. This Rise, basically the Senna from last game, doing all this damage. Oh, that did more than half. 1 ability, one Q ability from Ezreal did more than half of Zillion's health. That's a flash in, and he'll use his ultimate once again to be able to get out. Here comes Malphite, though. They know that the Ezreal does so much damage. He's a target, but not to underestimate Varus on the backline and Morgana as well. This is a deadly combo. If it hits, here comes the root. That's it. Here comes all the damage. He'll be able to stopwatch. He'll go golden. Nothing will be able to target or hit him.
That was
because
a really
of that,
good stopwatch from Zillion.
that was a very good stopwatch. Very perfectly timed. Now Aurelio's going to come back in, be able to clean up whatever was left there. And red team on one tower. They just have one tower left before their Nexus is open for damage.
You're saying that, I look at the map now and I realize red hasn't even taken one tower of blue.
Exactly. This is the complete opposite from last game, thanks to these damage-dealing characters. But it is still very close. It might not look like it just by looking on the map, but as Master Yi tries to get some damage in there.
You're right, the very important stat is at the top of our screen here. Looking at the gold, it's almost equal. So what?
Yes, and that means
600 gold difference.
Both teams will have a lot of items. Wow, that did 922 damage just from that. That's another arrow. That's 2 arrows getting 2 kills there. Unfortunately, Varus will be very low, but here comes Morgana. Here comes Ezreal. Malphite will miss his ultimate, but he does so much damage, it doesn't even matter. And it's just Morgana on the back end. Morgana gonna want to do...
Needs to stall for Varus to come help. But Varus looks like he stopped. Oh no.
Yeah, and unfortunately Varus is too low health in order to come help. It's just a Morgana, but Morgana might be able to do enough damage to do this. It is fully possible. He's going to try and play this. He does have the health advantage over both of these characters. Both of these characters, neither of them have ultimates. That's a very good time to stopwatch. He'll be able to live for a little bit longer, but unfortunately, now Karthus, now the rest of the red team is going to be able to come up. And Irelia and Malphite will be able to get away with their lives. Oh, Varus ultimate? Some damage? 965. Both Ryze and Karthus go down there.
Oh no,
when
he's in range.
That's just once again I can't like state it enough. That is just so much damage. They are so big right now.
Gold is in with 100 to 200 gold difference. Looks like it's actually balanced out to nothing now. So
it's exactly that gold difference.
I think blue team's gonna have a really hard time dealing with Aurelia and anyone that has remote tank stats. It's gonna be a lot harder for them to delete anything.
Yeah, as much damage as that Varus and that Ezreal do, give it a couple of minutes and red team will be able to do that same damage. Blue team just need this tower.
I think at this point Malphite can just choose anybody and hit R on them and they'll explode.
That's true. Whoa! Little bit baited. That's a huge misfortune ultimate. So much damage going in onto the Ryze, onto the Aurelia. And the Zillion ultimate able to let Malphite live. They're so low. Is he gonna go down? He will go down. Ezreal is now out. But Varus on 2 kills, able to do a little bit of damage there. Zillion barely living. Morgana in. Morgana will be able to do the damage needed. But Varus will. Varus with a quadra kill. But it's not enough damage. Just barely not enough damage. And now Malphite's going to be able to take care of this wave. It is a little bit harder. Actually, wait a second. The inhibitor has now respawned for red team. We didn't see it last time because they managed to end the game beforehand. But that inhibitor, after a certain time frame, is able to respawn. So now blue team are at even less of an advantage. They still do have the advantage with all that damage, but it's even less so now. Misfortune gonna have to be careful here. That Malphite may be a little bit of a tanky guy, but he's not someone to mess around with. He does do quite a bit of damage. Karthus now in, using his abilities. Misfortune's gonna go down. Here comes the ultimate. Will it hit? It will hit someone, but it won't do as much damage. But here they come. Red team knows that they have to respect the Ezreal damage. They just have to respect him. That snowball's going to hit. That Irelia could go in. He is full health. Never mind. That Ezreal getting a double kill. They will be able to take this inhibitor for free, basically.
Auto attacks one, Q's the other. That was like...
Whoa! That's so much damage. Is Irelia going to go out? Yes! That root able to take him out. They might be able to get this tower now. The minion waves coming in. They'll be able to tank all that tower damage. Is this tower going to be gone? Here comes a Malphite ultimate. It won't be enough. They're going to be able to end the game here. Is Zilean going to live? Zilean on a sliver of HP. And his ultimate will be able to resurrect him. Once again, this is... Oh! Whoa! Oh, and a bunch of people quite low there, but that's it for game 2. It's a 1-to-1 split at the end of the day, at the end of both games here for both teams.
Great. I'll just take a look at the ending stats here. Morgana doing a surprising amount of damage, but nothing compared to Ezreal on blue side. The damage is just insane. And Karthus trying to come up big for red. This is a respectable amount of damage, but overall the poke from blue side just was too much for red to handle.
Definitely, yes. So much damage.
All right, well, that will conclude League of Legends for our stream today. Thanks for tuning in. We're not done yet, though. In a few moments, we'll be back with our second segment of the day, Madden 21. So if you're a football fan, you're in the right place. So stay right here. We'll say goodbye for now. Been nice streaming for you, and as always, Lucas, it's great to have you here.
Yeah, later, guys. Good games today. Bye-bye.
Muy buenos dias. Good morning, everyone. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Avidan Rodriguez, and I have the pleasure of serving as the president of the University at Albany. I am also a big fan of UAlbany eSports and a fan of the Wounded Warriors Project, and it is great to welcome you all to this event today. As an Air Force veteran myself, I appreciate any occasion to thank our veterans for their service and also to create opportunities for you to participate in our campus community. And let me give a big shout out to our esports team for their amazing success since we first embarked on this adventure in 2019. We are thrilled to be virtually hosting this event as well in partnership with the Wounded Warriors Project. I know today is all about the spirit of collaboration and social gaming, and our Wounded Warrior participants are honorary Great Danes today. So I wish you all a great day of play and friendly competition. Good luck, have fun, and go Great Danes.
The arena is definitely a different environment than like playing at home. You're with your teammates. You walk in there, it's a different atmosphere. You're ready to game, you're ready to win.
Thank you all for joining us for UAlbany's official unveiling of our new esports arena.
UAlbany has joined 57 colleges and universities from 18 states who are competing in the Eastern College Athletic Conference this fall.
I'm Juliet Han. I play League of Legends and I play Overwatch. It's a good opportunity for people to just do something that they love and represent the school.
This is a really special program. Students in our program have a tremendous opportunity to engage with other students, to explore their interests in esports, digital gaming, simulation, STEM and STEAM technology. We have over 75 students competing every week.
We've been playing teams from all around the country. My name is Jose Lucas. I'm a senior, cybersecurity major. I'm on the FIFA team. It's a very tense but also very competitive atmosphere.
You need to dedicate time and effort into this, and it's not easy. It's really not.
We want to play at a high level and we want to succeed. But we also have to make sure that our players are working together, that we're developing our players, we're viewing our videos, our game footage after the games. It's truly a team effort, and we have a great team. We have a great group of students here at UAlbany, and we're really excited to grow.
For me, it started with a backpack and a promise. The promise was that Wounded Warrior Project would always be there for me. And as I've continued on my journey, Wounded Warrior Project has kept that promise every single day.
Hopping on that bike and seeing that smile on my brother that I haven't seen in so long, and be able to do something with my brother, it was life-changing for me.
They've given me education. They've given me a smile. They've given me this huge extended family.
It's a great privilege to lead an organization that is firmly committed to changing the lives of wounded warriors and their families. What a mighty goal we have set for ourselves. But I can think of nothing more precious than what we have set out to do together.
Those 5 days that I got to spend with my brothers were the first 5 days that I saw hope in years.
Warriors to Work helped me find a job where I was happy going to work.
My wife and I, as caregivers, ask you, beg you, to get the caregiver bill passed.
That was the moment it was finally official, and it meant so much for me to be there with Wounded Warrior Project.
It doesn't even matter to some of these guys if they catch fish or not. They're just happy to be in a boat and happy to be out with someone else.
Wounded Warrior Project has given my children the dad that they deserve and need. And it's given my wife, Ashley, the husband that she thought she was marrying 14 years ago.
Jason's part of the Wounded Warrior Project Independence Program.
We have confidence that Wounded Warrior Project has Jason's best interests in mind.
Are you proud of that one? You earned it. You sure did.
Sure did.
Now I have like 50,000 brothers and sisters I can call anywhere, anytime. It's like made the difference.
It was just so good for him, and he really did. He really did come back to life at that time period.
There are guys that have lost so much, and they shouldn't have to lose their ability to have a family.
Man, it's just so exciting and so powerful to think about the impact that one organization can make on the whole world.
Since 2003, Wounded Warrior Project has improved the lives of millions of warriors and their family members, and there's still work to be done.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at newly named State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona. It's certainly hot outside here in the desert, but somehow the crowd turned up the heat a moment ago. They were in a frenzy as their team emerged from the tunnel, and the Cardinals, they're set to do battle with the Green Bay Packers. The veteran kicker Mason Crosby set to do the honors here. And this one is underway here on EA Sports. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Here's the first carry for Kenyon Drake. And he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Drake. And he powers his way up past the 30. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Out of the gun, here's Murray. And that will be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
On 4th down, here's Andy Leon to kick it away. Tyler Irvin back deep. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the Pack up 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. And right away, he'll look to throw. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Rodgers. Caught on the right side by Adams. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. Got him, man. It's Tanyan complete. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. And again, it's Rodgers. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
From just shy of midfield, Rodgers gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. This one complete to Tanyan underneath. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. Deep for the Cardinals, Christian Kirk. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out.
And oh, he coughs up the football near his own goal line. And the Packers pick it up. And the defense has got it. Oh, a nightmare start offensively. This will be a touchdown. Once that ball was loose, the question was, would this be 2 or would it be 6? It's 6. The defense able to pounce on it.
And for the offense, the training didn't really kick in, did it? Once that ball comes loose, you've got to get on it, make sure that you recover it, give it to the defense to score a touchdown.
Crosby connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And this will make it into the end zone. And he's going to be taken down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And they've got to be still reeling from the events of go. What a turn on that last play.
You're knocking on the door. You're about to take it in. You think you're going to get some points on the board. Instead, you cough it up and watch them take it the rest of the way to the opposite end zone. That's a 2-score swing that you just gave up.
Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down. Running for the shotgun with Dre. And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And the throw there going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
A well-hit ball there. 50 yards on the punt, 3 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
Again, this team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
On 2nd down now, it's Williams. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
And this is going to be incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They're still in search of an initial 1st down as they come up here 1st and 10. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. Big Kenny Clark that time, pushing upfield to make the tackle for loss. Now on 2nd and 13, Murray. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down. Here's Andy Lee now, standing just outside his own goal line. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And out of bounds, this will depend on where they spot it, and they'll say at the 45. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they've got themselves a 7-0 lead here, but that, you recall, was a defensive touchdown, so still nothing as of yet for this offense.
Well, they're happy to have the lead. We got to cut them a little bit of slack. It's still early enough, just a couple of drives so far, but if this one goes nowhere, those adjustments that we talk about, they shouldn't wait for halftime. They should go ahead and start working on them right now.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. And he'll let this go. That's caught inside the 20. And he's going to get this deep onto Arizona's side of the field. 36 yards on the play. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. He will push his way down to about the 14. Tackle made by Devondre Campbell. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
At the 7, after a gain of 7. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And Jones is not going to have the first down as they stop him short.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
And the 13-year man puts it through. So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football and something they've worked on since the OTAs and mini camps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the second half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
A lane opens here. He's past the 30. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he'll get about 3. He's out to the 30. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
From the gun on third down, Rodgers got a man and he hits him in stride. They needed 5 there on third down. He winds up getting 7. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Rodgers now to throw. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
Looked like the screen pass was taken away there, but what a nice job improvising, finding other options, and completing the pass anyway.
From midfield, here's Rodgers. Caught on the right side by Jones. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5. Shotgun now for Rodgers. They're going for Lazard. Intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown.
We constantly talk about defenders having great vision and fold and make their own plays, but feel as well because you can't see out there. See the play unfold, feel what's going on, and then get into the right spot and make your own play. And in this case, it turned out to be a highlight one.
And he knocks it through. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And a fair catch signaled for and successfully. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Now a throw here on 2nd down, and that's complete. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Rodgers now on 1st down. This one complete to Tanyan underneath. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the Alabama man, Drake Kirkpatrick. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 4. It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are at Bill Stadium in upstate New York. A few moments ago, to the delight of this Buffalo crowd, it was the Bills racing out of the tunnel as they get set to match up with the Green Bay Packers. And we are underway in Buffalo. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Let's go, defense. Here we go. Check.
Devin Singletary with his first carry of the game. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. 2nd down. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Over the middle here to Brown. And they will rally and stop him short of the 1st down. They get him to the ground at the 26. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. On 4th down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. Tyler Irvin back deep. This is taken at the 18. 13 yards the tally on the return there. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at about the 32. He'll throw from the gun. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice 1st down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And we're able to do that there. Nice pickup on 1st down. And that's just a solid, good physical run there as he motors for 9 yards.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side. That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Rodgers now on 1st down. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down. What can't Aaron Rodgers do? The legwork there getting him the first.
Now how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Less than a minute to go here in a scoreless first quarter to this point. On first down, Rodgers. Got him, man. It's Tanyan complete. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down. From the shotgun to give to Jones. And he'll be close to a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 15-yard line. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. We're scoreless after 1. The Packers with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10 as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards. Second and 2, 1st down marker at the 5-yard line. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 4 yards on the play. That's going to lead to 1st and goal.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
First and goal from the 3. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. A 3-yard touchdown run. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up. Meaning, when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. And here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. On the move to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. That was just one of those interceptions from our perspective here. We got a good view at the 50-yard line mid-level that quarterback and receiver were not on the same page.
Just by his reaction, I'm talking about the quarterback, he expected something different from his receiver, whether he expected him to break in, out, deeper, shorter. They'll determine that on the sideline. But bottom line, you could see that he thought he'd be in a different spot, except the defender was not his intended target.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. This one complete to Tanyan underneath. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be fourth down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
51 yards on the punt there. And the Bills will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to.
And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Rashawn Gary. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Another try after the first down sack. Allen and Beasley with it over the middle. And he's going to have a first down here as they're also into field goal range at the 28. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Forced out to his left. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync. Only way to play good defense.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 11 yards there, first down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
56.
Allen now on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Cole Beasley, the intended target, but it'll be second down. To throw again. Allen got his man complete over the middle. It's Brown. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Now on 3rd and 2, they're going to elect to throw with Allen. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Rodgers now on first down. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. He hauls it in. Valdez-Scantling for the Packers touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling in the final seconds of the first half. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. And just before the half ends, the prayer is answered. Defensively, a disaster there.
I know often we're surprised when this actually works. I mean, the excitement level goes way up, but maybe we shouldn't be, because I know as a defender, you've got to play the ball in this situation, but you can't interfere with the receiver because, remember, it's a spot foul, and it'd be first and goal if it happens in the end zone, and you don't want to give up that play. And that little bit of hesitancy often works really well for offensive guys.
And this carries into the end zone. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. And here's Lewis. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
And he ran right through one tackle as he fights forward for a gain of 7.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Escaping the pressure right. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Shotgun now for Rodgers. This one complete to Tanyan underneath. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. Now a first down carry by Jones. Not much there, maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. On second down, here's a keeper by the QB. Slant to Adams. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 27-yard line. Well, as a lineman, they are trained. You've got to stay close to home. If you're more than a yard downfield, they're going to toss that flag, and they did there. Now Rodgers not pleased with the setup. He's going to take a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. On second down, here's Rodgers. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted, Tre'Davious White with a pick. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown. Ah, yes, the old tip drill works to perfection there.
Ah, you're bringing back great memories. Used to love that drill. And a lot of times in practice, you work on it, not just one tip, but multiple tips, just in case the ball stays in the air for a while, to have an awareness and the ability to go up and grab it, and then you want to get some blocking support and end up in the opposite end zone.
In that tip drill, what do you yell?
For us, it was Oski, okay? Oski was an interception.
For different teams.
Different teams have different ways of doing it. I've heard bingo, jackpot. The worst I ever heard, though, was Frankenstein. You don't want it to be a three-syllable word.
Yeah.
You want to get it right down and go. Oski is really the preferred word.
Oski. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. It was Teron Johnson that time who had that play covered from the start.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Back to the air on second down. It's Rodgers. The left side completion to Jones. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
Rodgers looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2. They get 5, and it will go ahead and move the chains. Now a draw play. This is Jones. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. 2nd and 12 now at the 44-yard line. Back now in Buffalo. It's Packer football here as they've got the lead as well to begin the 4th quarter. 2nd and 12. Now Rodgers. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Able to find Lazard. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A good-looking drive for the Packers so far. It's a first down. Working from the gun, Rodgers. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down. Throwing again. Rodgers. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45. A seismic shift in momentum here in the 4th quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
So after the INT, it's Allen. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. And inside the 20 before. He's brought down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Over the middle here to Brown. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
We got three, fellas, we got three.
Again, they'll throw with Allen. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And the Bills are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. Allen to Diggs there for a Buffalo first. Well, that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Back to throw. Rolling to his right. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And his guys now just a 2-point conversion away from tying us up. So now an important conversion attempt here as the Bills line up to go for 2. Now Allen. And a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a 1st down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Rodgers throwing here. The left side throw complete to Adams. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try to run some clock now with Jones. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. Now Rodgers. Got a man. It's Tanyan complete. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Brandon, they didn't get everything they wanted out of that play, but the tight end did. And I don't mean it in a positive way. Great job of him holding on after absorbing that big hit.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Rodgers to throw. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that's going to make it 4th down.
They got the completion, but they didn't get the 1st down, so you got to think if you're on the defensive side of the ball, you're pretty happy with what you just accomplished there.
Yeah, guy, like you said, got him out of bounds, stopped the clock, kept him short of the marker. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And he's got the 1st before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Rodgers looking to throw. Flush to his right. He'll find Jones again, complete. After all that, they only wind up with a yard. It's 2nd down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a 1st here on 3rd down. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. Down to the final play. That's where we win in this one, a dramatic finish. And I know that the field goal was going to be pretty long, but to not kick the field goal, at least take the chance to win there with 3, what did you think, partner?
You know that in pregame, as he warms up, the kicker gets with the special teams coach, and they figure out a number in both directions, all right, versus wind, no wind, if it's a possibility, whatever it is. And they give a number to the head coach. This is where I'm good from. Between here and here, maybe that wasn't the number he gave him today.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say so long from Buffalo.